After watching one of your lectures, I feel like I've gone through an entire workout because of all of your energy. Where in the world does all this energy come from, especially speaking about accounting, and where can I get some?
I get that a lot, actually. I think a combination. I think I was born with it. It's funny because people always ask me, how much Mountain Dew, how much caffeine have you had? And I wake up with that energy. But I also have, I used to give 200 seminars a year for many, many years. And I've also attended a lot of very dry, uninspiring seminars. And I realized that in order to keep the audience captive so that they're learning and accomplishing their goals, you really have to have 3 times the energy of your audience. And because if students are bored while they're watching the lecture, the videos, they're not going to be motivated to study.
Getting your CPA is a great jumping point, and then you can really do whatever you want after that.
It's true, and I still have friends. You know, people ask me all the time why I left Deloitte, and I have friends that I started with many, many years ago that are partners there, and they love it. And for them, it was a great fit, and it's wonderful. And for me, it was a great start, and it was a great way to really see. To work with highly intelligent, highly ambitious, motivated people, to step into a company and rip apart the books and records and dealing with CEOs, CFOs, controllers, accounting managers, financial analysts, and so on. And you really learn about professionalism as well.
What do you recommend to students with family, with kids, and so forth?
I would say, tell them you love them and you'll see them in about 6 months.
Okay.
But I think time management is crucial. And as you said, I think setting up a study schedule. But really important, and what you just alluded to, I remember when I studied for the exam, I would meet a friend of mine at the library, and we would sit and not study together, but study in the room together. And if I had a question, I would ask him, and if he had a question, he would ask me. And I found that a lot of people think they understand material until you try to explain it to someone. And once you start to explain it, and they ask, like my 3-year-old, why? Then you go, well, you know what, I'm not sure. Then you realize maybe I don't really understand it as well as I thought. The other thing I like to tell people, set up a study schedule where you start at the same time every day. So let's say you're going to start at 7 p.m. every night. Well, the first time it takes you 45 minutes to get started, and then 30 minutes, and then 20 minutes. And eventually you start at 7. By 7:05, you're cranking through it, and it takes you less time to get into your studying. So I think that really helps a lot. And again, I always tell the students, remember, it is not an IQ test. You do not have to be a genius to be a CPA, but it's a test of discipline. If you study, you will pass. But you've got to set up that